Around Kansas, brought to you by
Kansas Farm Bureau, the voice of agriculture. Go to kfb.org or find us on Facebook and Twitter. And we're back again, and it's as we told you, it might get a little noisy. There is a tour that'll be passing through here shortly, so that's what the background noise is.
The place is full of politicians, so what do you do? They get a little loud sometimes. What can you say?
Yeah, but again, we'll remind you, when you're in Topeka, be sure to visit the state capitol. It's absolutely beautiful. And give yourself some time to really look around and look at the many murals that are on the wall. And how's that for kind of a segue into kind of what we're going to talk about now?
Speaking of art, very good,
Art,
Frank.
yes, paintings.
Speaking of art, we've got our next story is about a treasure that showed up in a very unexpected place. It was donated to the Restore, actually, in Topeka. And I love shopping at thrift stores. I love the Restore. I love, the yard sales and all these unexpected places. And I have found some really nice pieces of art in the thrift store. I don't know that mine are as valuable as the one we're going to talk about, but I have found some really nice pieces. So do you do that, Frank? Do you ever go through the junk
and not
stores
so much anymore, but we had an antique store in Lawrence years ago. But thing is even over in the Noto Arts District, there are a lot of stores over there that you might find something kind of outstanding and unusual.
And unique, and you go through the antique stores, and some of those people are really knowledgeable, and what's collectible is just amazing. I mean, my friend Don Weichert I ran into the other day, the button man, and he'll talk about when he started getting interested in collecting buttons, and there are buttons worth thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars, because they're so rare. They're, cellular, all kinds of, whatever they're made of, when they were made, what they were made for, uniforms. So, there's just so many collectible things. Who can keep up? So
but paintings, when you find one of those, and that's what's cool about this story, because somebody, I don't want to get ahead of the game, but somebody had an eye.
Really did. Let's take a look at this one.
It was First Friday Art Walk, and my friend and I had popped into Beecham's Gallery at the Westboro Mart. Owners Bob and Kim Swain are old friends, and Callie Krallman was displaying her latest works depicting scenes along the Santa Fe Trail. Propped on the floor against some other paintings was a rather large impressionist landscape with an old shed and a tree, a sycamore maybe, since the trunk was so white. I asked Bob about it, and he said, "Oh, you haven't heard the story?" So Bob told me that our mutual friend, John Peterson, retired journalist, was volunteering at the Habitat for Humanity Restore. He spied this art among the pieces about to be put out for sale and thought it might be worth more than the $50 they were about to slap on. He phoned Bob. "Are you familiar with an artist named Starke?" he asked. "You mean Phil Starke?" "Yes." Bob took a look at the painting and assured them it was worth far more than $50. Not only does Beecham's display and sell works of art, they offer framing, repairs, cleaning, and appraisals. The folks back at the Restore knew who had donated it and called to make sure he realized his generosity. He said yes, by all means, sell it and keep the money. Bob repaired the slight damage and put the painting out for sale for several $1,000s, with the proceeds to benefit the Restore. Turns out Phil Starke is a very successful landscape painter and has written books and produces tutorials on techniques. John obviously had a very good eye. For those of us who regularly go treasure hunting at thrift stores and junk sales, this was all the affirmation we needed to keep on searching.
Well, we hope you all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays. And I'm Frank.
I'm Deb. Be safe, everybody.
Yes, and we'll see you somewhere around Kansas.
Welcome to Kansas, gateway to Oz, under the rainbow.
Closed captioning brought to you by Kansas Soybean Commission. The Soybean Checkoff Progress, powered by Kansas farmers.